All right, Coach Stockdale, so you picked up your 15th win of the year. Obviously, these numbers with the record being, a huge difference between last year. What has it been like this year? Only a second-year program having a 15 2-1 record.
Oh, it's been great. I mean, it's always a lot of fun when you're winning hockey games. So I think that we haven't done things that much differently than we did last year. Obviously, we have a few new players, who have brought some really good things to our team, and the returning kids worked really hard in the off season to come back this year and have a good season. But I think a lot of it just stems from the experience the kids got last year. Being a new program and being basically freshmen last year, there were a lot of kids that came right in and played in a lot of situations that a traditional program, I guess, maybe they wouldn't have had the opportunity to do because there would have been juniors and seniors playing in those roles. So they got to come in right away as freshmen and do some things that gave them a lot of experience coming into year two. So even though we're technically still a young team, we've got a lot of veteran kids that have seen a lot of different situations and have been able to, when we've had some adversity this year, they've been able to respond in a positive way and get things tilted back in our favor, and it's allowed us to have, obviously, a successful season.
Yeah, and I'm unaware of when she went out, but Michelle Stock out with an injury, and I believe early on in the year, Haley Barberi played forward. Now she's transitioned back to defense. What's that transition been like for her and the rest of the team?
Well, she's been awesome. The first 2 games back from break, we lost Michelle. We also had lost Sarah Shields. Tonight was her first game back, which was a little unexpected. We weren't sure if we'd get her back in the lineup, and that's a big boost because she's obviously a very good player too. But with those guys down, Haley moved back there. It's a position she's played before. Prior to getting to Franklin Pierce, she played pretty much exclusively as a forward for us. So it wasn't a completely new position to her, but obviously it's an adjustment to be able to play at this level. And she's done a great job of moving back there. And I think her first game back there, she had maybe 1 practice. So she didn't have a lot of time to get adjusted, and she's kind of had to do it on the fly. And she's been just a super valuable player for us to be able to move back there and allow us to continue on the role that we've been on.
All right, and St. Michael's coming into this game, pretty much the opposite record of you guys, 1-12-2 now. What did you expect kind of coming into this game? Were you expecting a tough game?
Yeah, I mean, we played them a few weeks ago, and they battled us hard, and they've got a few dangerous kids. They played some really tough teams, and the ECAC East is a great league, and there's a lot of good teams in there, and they've played a lot of those guys. They've played Norwich a couple times. They've played some teams that can really push the pace and be very successful, teams that we're trying to be like, and they battled in those games. So we knew we weren't going to come in here, you can't look at the records. We knew we weren't going to come in here and just show up and win this game by a bunch of goals. We knew we were going to have to be good and work hard and execute. And they took it to us a little bit in the first period. It was a little bit of a wake-up call, and we were better as the game went on.
All right, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Carson.
Yep.
Sacred Heart coming up this weekend. What's it going to take to have to pick up both wins in the doubleheader?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've got to be better than we were tonight. Tonight was definitely not our best game, and I think we all understand that. But at the same time, we've played 8 games in the last 16, 17 days. We're in a stretch here of 10 games in 21 days, and it's very taxing. So our kids really just got to dig deep and pull whatever's left down there out of them this weekend and really pay attention to the little things, because physically we're not going to be as fresh as we would be maybe in a normal situation, and it's going to come down to making good decisions mentally and understanding when we can take our chances, when we need to be conservative, and just executing our game plan the way that we want to do. And I think if we do that, we'll have a good shot this weekend.
All right, thank you very much, Coach.
All right, you're welcome.